Good morning, everyone. Jerry here. I'm still at my sister's house. Last night we had a little bit of thunder boomers and bad weather pass through, but thanks to my friend Karen that was on the Dustin's Live this morning, she alerted me that there was flooding in Wisconsin. So of course I quick Googled it fast to see where the flooding was. And I think it was that flooding that I was driving through from Eau Claire, coming here yesterday, that had finally reached over to southeastern Wisconsin, because that's where the stepdaughters live, in Kenosha. So they got hit with it pretty bad. Now I did send a message to see how they're doing. Were they flooding? Did they lose power? Yada yada. So had a good night's sleep. My sister's got an excellent, comfortable bed. I don't know. She said she bought it in a box, so I have to find out the bed type. But I do like the bed that we have at home. We have two of those air mattresses that we fill up. One on the main level and one on the upper guest level, that we each individual, because it's a king-size bed, each individual side you can adjust for your own comfort and your own self. Oh yeah, that's right. My sister liked this, Amy. The ear that you told me to get on Amazon. I love it. I slept with this on, listening to, of course, podcasts, fall asleep. I had an excellent night's sleep. Let's see how much sleep I got last night. Sorry for the shadow here. I got 7 hours and 27 minutes of sleep. I told my sister about the butter trick. I offered to her the 2 butter balls that I know that Butter Woman buys those, the butter bowls from Land O'Lakes, because I didn't make any brown butter here. So I had 2 butter balls out of the freezer, and I told her, I said, leave those for me when I come. I offered to her to get a good night's sleep. Try the 2 butter balls. I said, it puts you to sleep. It's like a sleeping pill, but butter. It's butter, like Aaron says. So that literally knocked me out. And now it's time to watch church. So it's 9 o'clock, TikTok, 9 o'clock, internet church. I can be in Eau Claire on my device, and I don't have to drive. So I will catch you after church when I make breakfast for myself. See you later. Okay, everybody, we have a debate here in the household, my sister's household. I told you all this artsy stuff. She's so artsy. She's wonderful. I'm not. You guys know, when you watch my videos, you see blank walls. Boring at my house. So I'm turning the camera around to show you one of her art pieces that she has. And this is the debate. So I'm going to show you first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, see this artwork here? This girl is awesome. I think they call it bejeweling or bedazzled, this Jesus here. Okay, so let me back away. Please tell me in the comments below what you see right here in this art. It's not being sacrilegious. I understand. This is just my eyes. My eyes see. Tell me if you see this. I see Jesus up here. All the bedazzlement. My finger's in the way. That's why it's not focusing. Now, you see right below this area? Does this look like Jesus in a pair of some faded jeans? Did you see what I mean? Look at that. The 2 legs of Jesus. That's what I see. She's giggling behind me right now. You guys can't hear it, but I hear her giggling. So look at it. If you gotta squint, squint. Do you see Jesus in jeans? I do. Let me turn the camera back around to me. So she thinks I'm crazy. I can't show you her because she warned me. She said, do not show me. Do not show me. See, look at all of her artwork here. Beautiful. Just everything nice, cutesiness. I'm not the one. All I can do is cook meat. That's it. Not the artist. Okay. Let me know. Do you see Jesus in jeans? Or is it just me? Later. Okay, I decided to get up off the couch and move Jesus so that you can see the full picture of what I see. I'm moving Jesus just for a moment. Watch, watch, watch. See the picture? That's just beautiful. This is her artwork here. It's beautiful. And what I'm seeing is the pants is a part of the artwork. Let's call it a window, for lack of a better word, with the wrought iron on each side. And this is the part right here that's showing the pants. So let's bring Jesus back down. Come on down, Jesus. That sounds very sacrilegious. Okay, now, can you see now? Can you see the pants? Okay, well, I am almost done cooking the ground beef, and here's my trick. I know you guys all have your own tricks when you make your own food, so bear with me. I turn off the heat, and it's to the right temperature, and it's not exactly completely done. I put in the cold eggs. Wasn't that nice of my sister? She made me hard-boiled eggs, so I didn't have to do it. So, thank you, Mary Jo. I put in the cold eggs into the hot pan with the hot grease because that's how I roll. No butter needed here. And I warmed through the eggs. Finished cooking the ground beef. And in about a minute and a half, I will have an entire plate full of hot goodness. And probably a whole whopping 3 carbs. Just saying. That's a lot of food to eat for not a lot of carbs. And there we go. That is half, maybe a little bit more than half, into the same container that I cooked, or that she had the eggs in for me. So all I have to do is put some Cholula hot sauce on there, and we got ourselves a meal. Well, I have myself a meal, so deliciousness. Okay, it is 5 minutes to 2, and my sister and I, the wild and crazy girls that we are sitting in her living room. Outside, it's 72 degrees. There's a slight chance of thunderstorms, but I just asked Google about the weather forecast, and Google is telling me that after 2 p.m., it's supposed to be clear in Sauk City. So there you go. There's AI for you. Our next wild and crazy thing that we're doing in 5 minutes is we're going to call my cousin, her cousin, our cousin. What am I saying? Our mother's brother, his son. We're going to call Paul right now and wish him a happy 64th birthday. He is younger than me? Yeah, because my birthday's in February and his birthday's today, August 10th. So we're going to wish him a happy birthday next and talk. However, we can't use her home line because TDS, which is her home service, is down right now. Probably a power surge. I don't know. She said as long as she's been here for 5 years that this has never happened. So I'm thinking, again, we have buried cable up by our house north of Eau Claire. So for us, when our power goes down, what happens is we have cable that's buried right by our house, the cable. And generally speaking, when our power goes down, it's because we're having an electrical storm or power surge happens with the internet. So it is what it is. So that is the latest update. I'll probably be leaving here about 3-ish so that I can get home during daylight hours and of course still be safe. And it doesn't appear as though we're going to be having the huge rainstorms that we had yesterday. Thank the Lord for that. So I will talk to you from the road unless something wild and crazy happens here that I just can't predict with us girls. Living the big life. See you later. Okay, I'm sitting around here at Mary Jo's house and I want to show you what it's like on a Sunday, which is typical because I'm not working. So look at the legs and you'll know that this obviously is the left leg. And there's no swelling as opposed to the video I showed you on Friday after work where there's a considerable amount of swelling. So it does make a difference when I'm on my legs, on my feet, as opposed to not being on my feet. However, I am not complaining, just pointing this out because according to the physical therapy doctor, this is typical and it's all part of the process for 1 year. So just a FYI, visual proof right here. Here I am, Iron Brigade Highway, otherwise known as Highway 12. Heading back home. Wow, did I have a great 24, 28 hours with my sister. And listen, these visits just keep getting better and better, but this was short. It wasn't enough time. It never is enough time. We have so much time to make up for after all this time. Now, I did call our cousin Paul, our mother's brother's child, and we've been talking to him since 2 o'clock this afternoon. Today's his birthday, so catching up, of course, is always wonderful. His wife, not that long ago, had died of cancer. It's a very sad story, which we're not going to talk about, but talking to Paul, it was just fantastic. Now, Paul and myself are close in age, born in the same year. My youngest sister and Paul's sister are born in the same year, 1965. So our family has a lot in common because of the kids and growing up and coming over and, play with your cousins, etc. So yeah, we have very, very, very fond memories growing up together. I can take this out of my ear because there's nothing to listen to. The next time I'm going to visit will probably be more than likely in a couple weeks. Not sure. I'm not sure when the next time I'll visit, but we had a blast. I know I'm not going in any bad weather right now. I see a lot of clouds, but then all summer it's been this way. We saw a lot of clouds. The forecast is showing that it's well up north where I live, that everything is doing fine. So that's a good thing in itself. But I will probably have to do 1 or 2 potty stops and definitely gas up because that's how I roll. So that's it for right now. I'll probably talk to you once I get on I-94 heading back up north. Until later, cheers for now. Now what we're doing right now is we're driving up a 7-degree road, 7% grade, I think is how they call it, on the Iron Brigade Memorial Highway. And on the sides of the road, they say, watch out for falling rock. So my sister claims that she's seen the falling rock going up that grade, this incline right now. Right now, this is the top of the hill. So I just wanted to show you that little quick incline going up this time, though. So for any of you that have ever traveled up Highway 12, for example, through Illinois, Wisconsin, Highway 12 is huge, huge, huge. So now we're going to be going slightly down, but not to the extent of the 7% grade that I traveled to get to my sister's. Did you ever play the game? You had to play it by yourself, in my opinion. My fuel range on the dash says that I have 140 miles to travel. The GPS is showing that I have 137 miles from here to my house. So the game is, can I make it from here to home without gassing up? My tank is showing that I have a quarter of a tank left of fuel. So, do you ever play that game? I don't know. I will probably stop up here in Toma at the Quick Trip. I don't know if they sell E85 gas. That's what I use, the cheap stuff. But I'd prefer to gas up in Eau Claire because that way I can use up all 30 gallons of my rewards points. So what do you think? Do you think I should risk it? Drive to Eau Claire at least? And then gas up? Because Eau Claire is about 40 miles from my house. 35 maybe. But I don't think my bladder can make it from here to Eau Claire. Well, that's the issue. So, the dilemma. Think. What should I do? Or should I just go to the restroom at McDonald's at the next stop? I don't know. Well, what do you think? Will I make it to the gas station? $1.61. I hate that 9 at the end. Yeah, gas prices are just rolling right by. So it does help to use your Quick Trip rewards card. I rolled in here literally on fumes, so I should be getting all 30 gallons in this baby. Whew. Thank you, Lord. Hey, I'm home. It is 8:15. Got into the jams. You can see outside. It's still light outside for not that long of a time. Usually at 9 when I get done with work, that's when it's pretty dark. Except when I was off, then it seemed like it stayed light until 9:15. So I had a fabulous weekend. I want to thank my sister again for a great time and a lot of really good laughs. And another hey to my cousin Paul on his happy birthday day. I just checked the watch, and what was it? 16
5 steps. I'll include that in the last frame. So, yeah, I didn't walk very much today because I sat in the car coming home, and I sat and did church with Mary Jo at her house. So, yeah, we didn't do a lot of activity. Not at all. So, I guess it's good to kick back and rest for a little bit. We're back at it again tomorrow on Monday with the Kelly class, bright and early at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I hope I can make Dr. Kilt's at 5 a.m. We'll see. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you in this upcoming week. Cheers.